here comes a new challenger!
Yo! What's up, guys? Welcome to the Dobbs channel, and today we're gonna be doing another challenge video because it seemed that you guys loved the Play Like Ash Ketchum video I did a few weeks ago, and I just wanted to make another one. It inspired me. So if you're watching this right now, thank you. Thank you so much. And yeah, when I was looking for a video to do with this style, I was wondering if it was possible to defeat Pokemon Red and Blue going backwards from the champion to the Elite Four to the gym leaders to Brock, and then winning in that fashion. And it turns out it is actually possible, but it requires a ton of glitches. Like, there's nothing but glitches to do this run. It is insane. And these glitches are just above my head. They're over my head. They're like in the ceiling. And I just have no idea how to do these. So I had to reach out to someone for some help. And luckily, I reached out to Shenanigans, who is the world record holder for the Catch 'em All speed run, which requires a ton of glitches as well. And he came through and helped me out to make this video. So humongous shout out to Shenanigans. Be sure to check him out on Twitch and YouTube. He is even actually thinking about doing a speed run of this challenge. And that is just insane. So definitely check him out in the description and subscribe to him. He was a ton of help. Couldn't have done this without him. Now, getting to the rules of this challenge, because we have to make some rules to make this more interesting, right? Here are the rules. We have to go from Lance to Brock and then defeat the champion afterwards. And for each battle, we can only use one Pokemon so that we can't just like glitch in a level 100 Mewtwo and sweep everybody. So each battle will have a different Pokemon. And yeah, that's basically it. We're gonna defeat Pokemon Red and Blue going backwards from the Elite Four to Brock to back to the champion. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So hope you guys enjoy this video. And without further ado, let's do this. All right, so getting right into the challenge, it starts with a very weird thing, okay? I'm just gonna say that. We are gonna name our trainer male sign V \Y female sign U. Yeah, we're gonna name ourselves that for a glitch later on because we'll need to spawn some Pokemon for a gym leader or Elite Four battle later down the road. So we need our name to be this, but it's just not our name. We need our rival's name to be capital A, lowercase a, capital R, then space, capital S, and then a multiplication sign, because for some reason in the first gens they had a multiplication symbol for a name. These are our names we're gonna deal with for this run because we need them to do a glitch. All right, coming up, our first rival battle, and this is like the only battle in the game that we have to do in order to progress, because for some reason we don't do this rival battle, nothing else loads in the game, so this rival battle will be like the only thing out of order for this run. And we're gonna choose Bulbasaur because Bulbasaur is the fastest Pokemon that allows us to walk through walls. It's called Brock through walls, and that'll be down the road, but we choose Bulbasaur for this fight. Funny enough, Bulbasaur is the hardest Pokemon to fight Blue with, so this is a challenge in itself. And then after this battle, really nothing else is interesting until we get to Viridian Forest. After we defeat the bug catcher with Weedle, we then begin to set up for our first glitch, which is the Brock through walls glitch. And as I mentioned earlier, Bulbasaur is the best starter to use for this Brock through walls glitch because it learns its third move the fastest out of the other starter Pokemon. And in order to do this glitch, you need 3 moves, one with 16 PP and the other one with 36 PP. And your Bulbasaur has to be level 8 as well. It's weird, I know, but these values are crucial in order to not softlock the game to activate Brock through walls. Now, remember in one of my previous videos, 15 softlocks in Pokemon? Remember how I said if you talk to this guy to the right of him, it will softlock the game? Well, yes, you will softlock the game in that fashion, unless you have a level 8 Pokemon with 3 moves, one move with 60 PP, and the other one 36 PP. If you have those conditions, it will not softlock the game. It will instead activate the glitch Brock through walls. I know, it is very weird and crazy, but when you flash these values on the screen by just opening up Bulbasaur's stats, it will not soften the game. It will allow you to just walk through walls and go on with your career of being a Pokemon master. But yeah, we're gonna need to walk through walls to get to another destination, to do another glitch, and then to finally start our challenge of doing the Elite Four and gyms in a reverse order. Now, as you're watching this video, you're probably wondering why we're going left of Pewter City and not right. Well, apparently in the game's mapping, Celadon City is to the left of Pewter City, even though on the map is to the right of it. So yeah, it's just weird mapping in the game. But we had to go to Celadon City to get the fresh water, to gain access to the little tunnel area, to get to Saffron City. And I know, we could just walk through all straight to Saffron City, but the thing is, once we use the Pokemon Center, it will negate our glitch and won't allow us to go through walls any longer. So we go ahead and detour to Celadon City to get the fresh water, to appease the guards, so we can navigate through the map fairly easily without any hassle. And while we're in Celadon City, we're gonna go ahead and go to the game corner and grab all the coins on the ground and from the players and buy ourselves an Abra. because we're gonna need this Abra for the classic trainer flight glitch. And shout out to my first video ever on how to get Mew using this glitch. So now we have a Bulbasaur and Abra, but sadly, we're never gonna use our Bulbasaur ever again. Sorry, Bulbasaur, I love you, but we don't need you now. All right, so now we've done a glitch for a glitch, but this glitch is gonna be for another glitch for another glitch. So it's a glitch for a glitch for a glitch in order to do this whole challenge of reverse order. So we're gonna head to Saffron City with our newly obtained Abra and then heal at the Pokemon Center so we can teleport back here pretty often. And then we're gonna head south to Route 6 and purposely pause right when this trainer sees us and teleport. So now we're back at the Pokemon Center, and then we're gonna head to the fighting dojo and then purposely lose to this guy's Machop. And the reason why we want to fight this guy's Machop is because his special stat is 31, which is the same value as Misty No's index number in the game's coding. And so once we lose, we will go back to the Pokemon Center, and then on our way back to Route 6, we will then encounter a Missing No, which will then allow us to do item duplication, because this Misty No adds 128 items to our bag. And in order to do the next glitch after this one, we'll need 255 of the same item in order to create a cancel button for the next glitch. I'll explain that later. So since this Misty No adds 128 items to our bag, and we need 255 to activate the next glitch, well, all we gotta do is do the Misty No glitch, toss 2 items, and then do it again. Then we'll have 255 of the same item to activate the item underflow glitch. And this will be the final glitch that will allow us to warp to any trainer in any area and spawn any Pokemon we want to do this challenge. It is just plain, it's insane, guys. It's crazy. It's so crazy and so convoluted that I really can't explain it. And Shenanigans told me that he can't really explain it that well either. And then he mentioned that we probably should hit up the guy who holds the world record for the glitched catch 'em all speed run. And so we're gonna have Etiquette explain the item underflow glitch so that it makes a little sense for this challenge video. So take it away, Etiquette.
Item underflow is a glitch state that we can achieve by decreasing the number of items in our bag past 0 to -1. Because of the way the game stores values, however, this -1 is treated like 255, allowing us to blow right past the normal 20 item limit and access the nearly 500 bytes of memory after that using the item screen. Right at the top of our underflow inventory are things like the rival name, trainer ID, and certain map information like our coordinates or where we would end up when we exit a building. Since we can see these values using the item bag interface, we can mess with them just like we'd mess with any other item, like tossing them or swapping them around. And because a lot of these slots are things that we can influence through our normal gameplay, we can use item underflow to receive specific items, including glitched items, that might prove useful to us.
That was I don't get it. Now we have the ability to do whatever we want. We can warp wherever we want because we basically just reprogrammed the entire game. And big shout out to Etiquette. Check him out on Twitter and Twitch and follow him because he holds world records. So our first mission is to defeat Lance because he is the first trainer in this reverse order of battles we're doing. We're gonna get an Articuno for this because he has a bunch of dragon types. So an Articuno just fits best for this video. And the way we're gonna obtain an Articuno is we're gonna teleport to it directly using our item underflow bag. And so looking at our bag, you can see that this Master Ball right here has a value of 5. And that value of 5 represents the value of the town that we're in, which is Vermilion. So Vermilion City has an index value of 5 in the game's coding. So in order to get to Seafoam City, we need to change this value to 160 in order to warp there directly. And so basically, we have to take an item in our bag with the value of 160 and swap it with our Master Ball that has a value of 5. Therefore, making our coordinates 160 in the game's coding to warp directly to Articuno. And so we're gonna swap this slot with this PC enemy item that has a value of square 0, which I assume is 160 because it worked. And yeah, there you go, boom. We are now in Seafoam Caves, and we're now gonna go catch our Articuno with the infinite Master Ball that we have in our bag. And this method of teleporting places is gonna be a recurring theme of this challenge. This is how we're gonna do the reverse order of the battling and stuff. So now that we have our Articuno, we now need to go to Lance to start our reverse order of battles. So we're gonna go back to Vermilion City and go inside the Pokemon Center and set up our new warp for Agatha's room. And so in this scenario, Agatha's room has a value of 247. So when you make that Master Ball slot equal that value. And to do this, we're gonna do a very popular technique. We're gonna swap these Ultra Balls with those Master Balls that represent the location that we're in and make that Ultra Ball value equal to 247 so we can warp directly to Agatha's room. So all we have to do is toss 9 Ultra Balls because 0 equals 256 in the game's coding. to equal 247, which represents Agatha's room, therefore allowing us to warp directly to Agatha's room. Are you with me still? I know that's a lot to take in. Yeah, it's a lot, but that's how we're gonna do the warping for this challenge, and that's how we're gonna do the battles backwards, okay? So now we are in Agatha's room, and we're gonna jack through her door in order to get to Lance and just body him with our Articuno, which was a very easy battle for us. And if you're wondering what jacking is basically a feature in the underflow bag that allows you to go through walls, but it is very risky. It can soft flood you very easily, so it's not used that often. But there we go. We have defeated our first battle finally in this challenge, and now Agatha is next. Here we go. So Agatha has a lot of poison types, like basically nothing but poison types. So for this battle, we're gonna get an Alakazam. Now, here's a quick explanation on her name and why we named our trainer this ridiculous symbol multiplication name. The 3rd, 5th, and 7th letters represent the Pokemon we're gonna get on the Cinnabar Island's coast. The 2nd, 4th, and 6th letters represent the Pokemon's levels they're gonna be. That's basically why we name ourselves the male sign V \Y female sign U, because we're gonna spawn 3 Pokemon that are insanely high level. And so the V in our name represents the Alakazam that we'll encounter on the Cinnabar Island's coast. But first, before activating this glitch, we have to go talk to the old man because for some reason he stores your name into the game's encounter coding. And so after you're done with the tutorial, your name is now in the encounter coding, therefore you can encounter an Alakazam on the Cinnabar Island's coast when you go surf on it. And I think Alakazam had like a 20% encounter rate, and we got it. And so we're gonna warp back to Agatha using the underflow technique that we've been doing by making that Master Ball the value of Agatha's room, and we're gonna body her because her poison types have nothing on her Alakazams. And boom, there we go. Our second battle is already done, and it was easy cheesy pumpkin lemon squeezies. If you were curious on why we name our rival that ridiculous name, it's because his name represents the items that we get in the underflow glitch bag. And also, fun fact, this question mark item represents the surfboard that was in the Pokemon Red and Blue's beta. So we surfboard on the Cinnabar Island's coast and got our Alakazam that way. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So next up is Bruno. Bruno was insanely easy. He has rock types and fire type Pokemon. So we decided to get a Starmie, and the Y in our name is what represents Starmie in the glitch that we use for Alakazam as well. So we went on Cinnabar Island's coast, got our Starmie, and just went and bodied Bruno by warping to him and just having a field day. It was nice. For Lorelei, we did this funny glitch where we got a free Eevee from a sign. And I really can't explain the glitch, but it is similar to the Cinnabar Islands glitch. And basically, you get an infinite amount of Eevees from a sign by the gym. It's pretty funny. And so we glitched into Thunderstone because we really can't buy stuff from the mart because it would take forever to scroll down to the very bottom of our infinite bag. And then evolved our Eevee, leveled it up to 69 because that's the best number, and bodied Lorelei with our Thunder. It was nice. For Giovanni, we wanted to meme it up, and it was really funny. We spawned a level 7 Ghastly and legit swept his team with his Ghastly. We mimicked Rhydon's Horn Drill and just swept him with his own move. And yeah, his Rhydon can't do anything on your Ghastly, so you can just put all your X items you want on your Ghastly turn 1 and just body the rest of them. It was hilarious. And how we got the Ghastly, we did the same thing we did for spawning the Misty Note earlier. We did the trainer flight glitch, and the Ekans that this Pokemon trainer had a value that equaled Ghastly's index number, and we encountered it and got it that way. So it was a fun little experiment to do against Giovanni's team. For Blade, we decided to use Lord Helix because we need the god of Pokemon in this video in some way or fashion. So funny enough, when you go to Vermilion's Pokemon Center, you can actually find a Helix fossil in your underflow bag, and that's how we got it. And then after that, we warped to Cinnabar Island's lab and we revived it, and then we jacked into the Cinnabar Island's gym, and then we jacked ourselves into Blaine himself because we didn't want to do any of the quizzes in his gym. So yeah, sorry Blaine. And we just swept him with Almanites and destroyed him with the god of Pokemon. For Sabrina, we warped ourselves to Cerulean Cave and caught ourselves a Parasect. Then we warped ourselves to Sabrina's gym and jacked through the wall. And then once we battled her, we just kept putting her Pokemon to sleep with Spore and just buffed our Parasect and swept with Pin Missile. It was hilarious. The reason why it's hilarious is because in Generation 1, your Pokemon uses a turn for waking up. So every time her Abra, Kadabra, or Alakazam would wake up, we would just put it back to sleep with Spore and just keep buffing our Parasect. So It was just a big nap time for Sabrina's Pokemon. For Koga, we thought it was time for Mewtwo to come in, so we went to Cerulean Cave and jacked our way to Mewtwo, and we got it that way. We got our Mewtwo. You know the rest. Mewtwo just swept Koga's team. It was no match whatsoever. And if you watched my last video I released, I talk about how Mewtwo is one of the strongest Pokemon of all time in Generation 1, so it was a testament to his ability. For Erica, Shenanigans came up with the idea to get a Scyther in the most ridiculous way possible. I can't even explain it. The way he got this Scyther was just watch the gameplay. Like, look at this. Look what we're doing. We're like in the glitch realm, and we use a Master Ball, and somehow we catch a Scyther without even encountering one. It was very eye-opening of what glitches can do in Pokemon. Well, that's how we got our Scyther. And then we went to Erica's gym, and we jacked our way to Erica and talked to her from behind, and just bodied her with our Scyther. It was some funny LOL moments. And by the way, the glitch is called LOL glitch, so I had to call him the LOL for the glitch. For Lieutenant Surge, we just went to Diglett's cave and caught a Diglett and then bodied him with that Diglett. I'm serious, that's all we did. It wasn't anything spectacular. You could do that in the regular game. It's pretty funny. No wonder Lieutenant Surge blocked Diglett's cave with a Snorlax and Crystal. He's tired of trainers getting Digletts and bodying his electric Pokemon. For Misty, we're getting really memey at this point. We warped to the power plant and caught the 2 electrodes, and we just self-destruct her Pokemon. And that's how we did it. We went out with a boom over there, that gym. We're just getting very meme-ish at this point. And then finally for Brock, we just went to the game corner, and with our infinite coins from our underflow bag, we bought a Porygon, and we just bought his Pokemon with Psybeam. It was easy because his Pokemon are the weakest in the game for this challenge. So Brock was easy cheesy, even more cheesy than our cheese Ghastly from Giovanni's gym. And then finally, here we are, the champion battle. We were brainstorming on what Pokemon we should use for this battle. What would be the best Pokemon to finish this challenge with? I think a Magikarp will do. We'll spawn a Magikarp in and sweep him with that. And what's really funny is that it took about an hour to spawn the Magikarp because you have to use the hardest glitch of the game, which is called the Cool Trainer glitch, in order to spawn a Magikarp into the game. We actually made a breakthrough because in Pokemon Red, you had to do the Cool Trainer glitch in Diglett's Cave instead of doing on the route east of Vermilion City. But after about an hour trying to figure it out, we finally got the Magikarp. It was really funny when we got it because Shenanigans was like, I can't believe how excited I got for spawning a Magikarp. We went straight to Blue's team and just set up on his first Pokemon and just bodied his entire team with Tackle. And we threw a few splashes in there as well. And by the way, this Magikarp has like infinite HP, so he was even more godly than Lord Helix in this challenge. So that was really funny. And there we go. There's us as champion with our Magikarp that only knows Tackle and Splash, but with apparently 50 billion HP. And there you go. That is how you defeat Pokemon Red, by going backwards from Lance to Brock to back to Blue for the championship, and boom, there we go. Challenge completed. And yeah, there you go. This was a really fun video to make, and I definitely encourage you guys to check out Shenanigans because he was a huge help to this video. He was there for like 6 hours, helped me go through the gameplay and on how to do the coding and glitches and stuff. So humongous shout out to Shenanigans. And also check me out on Patreon if you want to support me on there. I have a lot of cool exclusive perks for you guys if you want to support me, and it really helps out because these videos take forever to make. So yeah, I really appreciate it. That's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.